I'm Lance Corporal Ben Elliott from the Royal Marines Band Service, and in this advanced video of brass building blocks, in collaboration with the National Youth Brass Band of Great Britain, I'm going to be talking to you about a few more advanced rhythmic ideas. Specifically, we're going to be looking at how to get more from your metronome, polyrhythms, and rhythmic dictation. First, we're going to look at how to get a bit more out of your metronome. Having a metronome constantly clicking away at you can get on your nerves, and although there's a lot of benefit to be found in having that constant pulse running, it's important that we use it as an aid for our rhythmic development and not something that we rely on to keep in time. One way we can combat this is by getting the metronome to emit some beats of the bar. This will help us to develop our own internal sense of pulse. Try having it sounding on only beats 1 and 3. You can also try it on just beats 2 and 4. You can try and remove even more beats until it's only giving you the first of each bar. It's important here to keep your playing even and make sure you're counting the whole bar in your head. Try and land on the downbeat exactly with the metronome. Try starting your phrase so the metronome only sounds on the second beat of the bar, or maybe the third or the fourth. You could even set it so it sounds on the third quaver of every bar. Play around and have some fun with it. You can use music notation software to create your own click tracks that drop out beats randomly and keep you focused. This can also be useful for creating click tracks to pieces with random time signature changes. Our next advanced rhythmic idea is polyrhythms. There are lots of different polyrhythms. They're created when two contrasting rhythms are layered over the top of each other. Today we're going to be looking at 3 against 2. When triplets are played against crotchets, then you are faced with a new cumulative rhythm that you may not be used to hearing. This is an effect you will come across in your ensemble playing and should be familiar with. Here are some crotchets. Here are some triplet crotchets. And here they are, played at the same time. Notice how a new rhythm appears where the two don't marry up. It's easy listening to a computer play it, but how can we develop these skills ourselves? It is surprisingly simple to learn, and it will improve your ability to adapt, listen, and fit into an ensemble when this effect is used in a piece. The phrase, "nice cup of tea," perfectly outlines this cumulative rhythm. Here are the straight crotchets. And here are the triplet crotchets. And here they are at the same time. Nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea. When you have this in the bag, you can explore some other polyrhythms, such as 4 against 5. I will leave a link in the supplementary PDF to a YouTube video that further explores these ideas. One way you can improve your familiarity with different rhythmic passages is by exposing yourself to them in a focused way. Rhythmic dictation is a good way to force yourself to really concentrate on and assimilate what you're listening to. Let's go through an example together so you can get to grips with the process of rhythmic dictation. You can then apply these techniques to your own exercises. You will need some manuscript paper and a pencil. I will provide some blank staves in the supplementary PDF for you to print out if you need them. Have a listen to this 4-bar rhythm. It's in 4/4 time, and you will get a bar count in. Try not to get overwhelmed on the first playthrough. Listen to it and remember it. You can then slow it down in your head and figure it out at your own pace. I find it helps to draw a line above every beat of the bar. Once we can visualise where the beat lies, we can listen to whether the note starts before, on, or after it, and pencil it in the appropriate place. Let's listen to the example again. You can hear that the first bar has notes starting on beats 1, 2 and 4. We now know the rhythm of the first bar. Let's listen to it again. Now you've heard it a couple of times, try playing it through in your head. See if you're able to remember it and slow it down. Take a moment to pause the video if you need to. Here it is again. See if you remembered it correctly. You may have noticed by now that there is a tie over into the second bar. You might also have noticed that there are quavers and triplet quavers in this bar too. Hopefully the lines we drew earlier will have helped us fill these in easily. You will now hear it through one last time. I will now reveal the answer to you. Take a moment to pause the video and finish writing it out if you need to. This is what you should have written. It gets easier with practice. There are lots of exercises and resources available on Google. I would personally recommend practicing at this website. I will leave the link in the supplementary PDF as well. As you get familiar enough with different rhythms to identify and transcribe them quickly, you will find a vast improvement in the sight reading and rhythmic accuracy of your playing. It works both ways. You will also be able to hear it better in your head when you see it on the page. This concludes the Advanced Building Blocks videos on rhythm. I hope you have found something useful in my videos and enjoy applying the techniques in your practice going forward and exploring the concepts in more depth in your own time.